painting. And Nikko is here. In this video I'm going to prepare the plastic parts of my Suzuki TLS for painting. And if you have ever done any painting job, you know that preparation for painting takes much more time and much more efforts than painting itself. And honestly speaking, I really hate this part of rebuilding project because it's long, it's very dirty, but I have to do it. So let's do it. But before we start, I'm going to explain what I'm going to do. I am not a professional painter, but I have some experience from my previous projects and I can tell what you should do and you shouldn't do. So there are two main ideas behind preparing to painting. The first, you want to get a flat, even, smooth surface. The second idea is that you want to get some kind of surface allowing the particles of the paint to bond with this surface. And this is some kind of conflicting ideas, because if you want smooth, you want it smooth as possible. But if you send it to a smoothest part, smoothest state, the particles of the paint will not be able to bond with this surface in the right way. And with time, you can lose the paint can just peel away. So, the solution for this is some kind of compromise. We prepare a surface, we make it smooth, but not very smooth. So it should have some micro scratches, and these micro scratches will keep the particles of the paint and will bond with them. So basically you should decide some kind of level you want to reach. And the preparation process is rather simple. That you cut everything above this level and you fill everything which is below this level. And every painting job is different actually, every surface is different, and there is no universal peel for everything. But in general, algorithm is the following. So you remove all paint, all old paint, if it's not factory paint. It's important, because if it's factory paint, if it's good paint, if you just change the color, you can leave the factory paint as it is, and it's better to do. So you remove all loose paint, you send it to flat surface. If you have some lower parts, you fill it. If you have some higher parts, you sand it. You sand it first with a lower grit sandpaper, like 100, 120 or 220, and then you go to higher grit sandpaper. For this particular project, this bike has very bad painting jobs. Some of previous owners did a very bad painting job, and it seems it has some scratches. So what I'm going to do with this particular bike, I'm going to remove all this black paint. I don't know yet if I'm going to remove it to the bare plastic, or is there some kind of, I don't know, factory paint beneath this. So if it's factory paint, I probably will remove it until the factory paint. If it's not factory paint, or it's in bad condition, I'm going to remove it to bare plastic. So I'm first going to sand it with 120 grit, and then I'm going to sand it with, then I'm going to fill all gaps and sand it once again with 120. Then I will use 220, and then I will repeat the process with 320 grit sandpaper, and I'll stop at this moment. Then I will paint it with a primer. Some universal primer in this case, but you should better use primer for plastic. Then I sand the primer with 400 grit, and then I will paint it. It's many, let's say, different ideas about should you send it to 400 before painting, or to 600, or to 800. I usually send it to 400 and it's enough, because I paint with can spray paint, and it has bigger particles and it bonds better with 320 with 400 sanded surface. But you should always read what is written in the specs to your particular paint. So some manufacturers of paint they tell you send to 600 grit, some tell you send to 320, some tell you send to 800. Follow, they know what to do. So let's do this work. Enough talking. Let's do it. I'm watering my fairings because I want them to grow big and strong. No, I'm just washing them. So, after 2 weeks of everyday wanking, sanding, feeling, sanding, and sanding again and again and again and again, oh my god. So, after all that, our plastic is officially ready for painting. Next steps, I'm going to repeat this process with the gas tank, and then I'm going to paint everything. Thank you very much for watching. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you don't like this video, give me a thumbs down. And anyway, write a comment down below. And subscribe to my channel to never miss a new episode. Thank you again, and see you next time.